Hello, I'm Camilla, and in this short video I'm going to talk to you about something super important, and that is those dry spells that we all have. Yes, me too. Those periods of time where we're just questioning if inspiration will ever flow again, and it just seems impossible that it will ever return because we are feeling stumped. Let's talk a little bit about that. I panicked so much when the first time I tried losing my creativity. I was really scared it wouldn't come back, and it did. So no worries, if this is the only thing that you take away from this video, it's coming back. Very important. You can think of creativity as a wave, and I think that helps a lot. Sometimes we have it, there's so much inspiration, it's just flowing and flowing and flowing, and then some periods of time we're just not getting it. It's not coming in, and it's really a wave, and a wave comes up and down. We can do something to kind of turn the wave again, and I actually have small slides here, so there's 2 slides. I'll go through them, and these are actually from my masterclass I've just been teaching in Patreon, and all about how to develop your own style. And I think working with these dry spells in a positive way is a very important part of working with your creative style. So if you want to check out the masterclass, there's a 7-day free trial, and I'll put a link for the Patreon here below. Yes, I just looked through it. There's only 1 slide, so don't worry, it's not going to be too long. But these are all things that will cause a dry spell, and we all get these, and it's a very natural thing. And I'm going to go through them one at a time, and what we can do to help. The first one is overwhelm. I get this a lot during the summer, especially because there's so many flowers, and you know, I love sketching flowers, and I'm really inspired by it. But when I see it feels like 1,000 flowers every day that I want to paint, my brain just crashes, and I jump into a low period of time where there's so much inspiration that it gets overwhelming. What I do is keep an idea book, write down every time I see a beautiful flower, and maybe write down the ideas I get when I see it. So if it's the light that catches my eyes, or if it's a story of the slugs. Slugs? Yes. You know, that's those slimy little things. When they're eating the flowers, and they turn into these survivors that still grow seeds and stuff. Could be something like that. I'll put it all in my notebook, and when I have these periods of time, I give myself a restriction that says 1 flower a week. Sounds like a very little amount, and it can be, but it works, and it makes me relax and say, okay, it's all in my book, it's not going anywhere, and I can just decide what is the most important to me right now and just focus on that. So that was number 1. The second thing that can cause a dry spell is pressure. One thing is creating for yourself. That is absolutely incredible. But sometimes it happens that we can create for someone beyond ourselves. Could be a commission, or an exhibit, or to put something up for sale. And all these things that are things that could potentially put pressure on your creative style or creative outflow, and create this valley in your creativity. What you can do about it is give yourself some self-care and say it's cool. Maybe you need more time. You can push a deadline if you need to, and see what happens. It's really hard to be creative when you have a deadline, I found. Well, sometimes it helps, so it's really up to the individual, but to me it's something that will kill the flow. Number 3 is comparison. We all know this. We created something really beautiful. Maybe I sketched a rose and I jump into Instagram, post it, and then I don't get as many likes as someone else who posted a rose, and suddenly you're comparing each other, and why am I not getting as many likes as she is? And you start scrolling and start comparing, and you can't do that. We are all on different creative paths. The most important thing to say about this is that we're all unique people. Everybody is unique. So we all have a unique voice. And that means you can't compare yourself. You've been creating for different time periods, no idea. And you just have different points of view. So nobody can compare themselves to anybody but themselves. And I think that is very important. What you can do about this is, well, jump off social media first. It's always a good idea. But you can join a community like Patreon, so we have your back. I think I can only speak for my own group, but they are incredibly supportive. And when someone is feeling down, we can pick them up and get them back into the groove. Yes, the fourth thing is critique. Critique can be a really good thing because you can develop your art, but very often it can also be a mood killer. And on Patreon I'm actually not critiquing, I'm not offering personal critique, I'm of course cheering on, but I think we all develop in our own pace, and telling someone that they are doing it the wrong way when it comes to my style would be wrong. It's not going to work. So they need to figure out how they are doing it in their own voice, and that we can work on. But critique from someone who's not appreciating your work happens all the time. You're creating something and it has value, and not everybody can see it, and that happens to me too. With everything, my books get critiqued, my YouTube videos get critiqued, my art get critiqued, and that's just the way it is, and we can't do anything about it. At least we create something, and that is the most important thing. Then let the critiquers be the critiquers. Seriously, we don't need them. And finally, maybe you're just not feeling it. And this is I think this is the most common thing actually. Maybe we're tired. Maybe we are stressed of all the news. Very common thing these days. It can be if we have illness in our family, or if we are feeling sick ourselves. It can be so many things, and it will affect our creativity. Sometimes it's nice to just sit down and create anyway because it makes you feel better, but don't push yourself into it, because that will be even worse. If it feels good and you can use it as part of the healing process, then definitely do it, because it's absolutely incredible. But don't push yourself. It will have a different effect than you want. So these are 5 things you can that can cause a dry spell, creative dry spell, and what you can do about it. And remember, it's a wave, so it will come back. Even if you don't do anything about it, it will come back. So don't worry about it. And of course, you're more than welcome in my Patreon group. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can watch the masterclass and the monthly videos, and there's a whole section of older videos as well. There's so many videos. So jump in there. There's a lot to get started on, and we have the most incredible group, so we will welcome you with open arms. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I would actually love for you to write in the comments if you have 2 minutes to talk about, just tell me about if you experience dry spells and what you do about it, and maybe if you already know what causes it, because I'm very curious to develop myself on this area, so that would be really cool. I hope you will take those 2 minutes. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.